Hello everyone and welcome to this video, the first one of what is hopefully going to become serious. So here's what this is about. I'm a huge fan of Native Instruments and I use their software in literally every production I work on. I actually own the Komplete 12 Collector's Edition, which is this huge collection of samples, instruments and effects. Actually over 900 gigabyte of content, which is insane. However, what I've come to realize is that the stuff that I'm really familiar with is maybe like 10 to 20% of this, and the rest I maybe used once or twice or haven't even touched it yet. So this is what I want to do in this series. I'm going to pick an instrument, a synthesizer or a drum sampler, just make some music, make a quick song, simple as that. Alright, so in today's video I'm going to be using the ANALOG DREAMS Kontakt Instrument, which is part of the Play series. Analog sounds from vintage synths of the 70s and 80s and beyond. Ready to go presets in a streamlined interface. 3.6 gigabytes of content. Alright. Sprinkle some retro flavor into your contemporary tracks. That sounds more like it to me. Probably not something that I would use a lot in my productions, but as I said, I haven't used this at all, I think. So let's get into Cubase and see what's in there. So I've loaded up my Kontakt and now find the ANALOG DREAMS. There we go. All right. First I want to look for like a bass sound. I think I'm just going to go through those presets. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so I found something I like and I'm just gonna put 5/4 as the meter. That's the first, and then I'm gonna record the second part. Yeah, there we go. So I think that should be good for the first idea. I'm not really any good at playing the piano, so what I need to do, quantize this to eighths. The reason I put it in myself and not just programmed it is because you see down here, I get all these kind of random dynamics on the velocity, which I wouldn't have if I just clicked in the notes, and it would be really hard to replicate. So what I'm gonna do is I just play it in and then quantize it. So the timing's not off, but the dynamics really are sounding natural and organic. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loop this and just play around with the sound a little bit here. Gonna layer this with something that has a little bit more attack. So basically what I've done is I've put a little bit more reverb on it and increased the delay. I think I'm gonna automate the cutoff later. So, and turned up the attack, so just to give it a little bit more room and make it a little bit softer. I really like the sound. Alright, I'm gonna go with this for now. Alright, so now I just wanna try something out, so I'm gonna actually duplicate this track, load up ANALOG DREAMS, because it has these two sounds that you can blend down here. Just gonna see what happens if I change one of the two sounds. Oh, this, I love this one. So later I can go and start automizing the blend, so I love that one. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna layer the sound that I found before. I like if I layer, just gives this additional delay. So let me just load up another instance of, I'm just gonna copy the pattern. maybe just play the high notes. Okay, I think that's working. I think next up we need a bass. Some low end, I think. Okay, this one actually, it leaves a lot of space for the other sounds, so this might actually work. I'm gonna record just for some nice low end. Quantize. Here we go. So what I want to do now is I want to arrange this a little bit, because what I have right now is just the loop, and I want to put a little intro maybe before and let it develop a little bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll see you afterwards. Alright, we're back, and I've written a short intro, some chords. Yeah, basically I've copied that to the beginning and to the end, and then I've grabbed my trusty controller to write some automation to get some development in the song and the sense of progression. I think it sounds really nice now. I'm gonna look for more sounds inside of Analog Dreams and find something that fits. So what do we have? Do we want a lead? Pads. I'm gonna go through them and see if I find something. Alright, so here we are, back at it again. I've done some work. I've added a couple of instruments. First of all, I started by layering the melody. I added a couple more layers to give it a little bit more texture, make it more interesting, and also these stabbed keys just for added harmonic content, I think. So I did that with Analog Dreams, and the next thing I did was I programmed this low ostinato synth, which is actually a Monarch in Reactor. And then for melody in the intro, I recorded guitar, played with an EBow, which runs through Guitaric, and also some Native Instruments effects. Let me just show you. From there on, I added orchestral sounds. So I started with strings, which just play the chords. So what I did is the high strings, they just double the melody, and then the low strings is where they play chords. And yeah, I think it sounds really, really lovely. And these are actually symphony series string ensemble sounds. I love it, love the sound, it's gorgeous. And what I did then is for the climax, I started adding brass, which is also symphony series brass ensemble. And these sound really, really good as well, I think. And they really come out towards the end of this part, like here, now you can hear them. So that is basically it with the orchestra, I think. Oh, I have a tam-tam here, which is just for some, yeah, cymbal sounds, sound effects. And this is also symphony series, the percussion library. Yeah, and then last but not least, for the transitions, I added some rises from the Rise and Hit library. And I have just two different sounds which play. One is at the end here, and one in the beginning. Yeah, These are just to glue all the elements, all the different parts together more, I think. Alright, so what are my thoughts? I think all in all this turned out really nice, and although I'm not an 80s or 70s lover at all, there were some really inspiring sounds in there. I was surprised that even beyond the presets, with a little bit of tweaking and being creative, there was a lot of potential to create your own sounds. The whole plugin fits my workflow really well, and especially for someone like me who does not play around with synthesizers a lot, a ready-made instrument like this really can be gold. I will play the full song for you now. I hope you liked this video. If there's anything you want to see me do in the future, please tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.